Welcome to AI Pulse, your daily briefing on the world of artificial intelligence. It's March 3rd, 2026, and today, the ground beneath the world of AI is seriously shifting. Let's get right into it. So, today's story is all about AI leaping out of the research labs and into, well, everywhere. We're talking about the battlefield, the phone in your pocket, and even into the very definition of what it means to be intelligent. And we're going to start where high-stakes tech is colliding with geopolitical conflict. And believe me, things are moving at an incredible speed.
This quote from The Guardian just hits you, right? It perfectly captures the terrifying new reality of AI and warfare. We're not just talking about more precise weapons anymore, we're talking about a pace of conflict that moves faster than the human can even think.
And just look at how fast this all went down. In literally a matter of days, we watched a major AI company get pushed aside for taking an ethical stand. And then, its biggest competitor jumps in on the very same day military strikes begin. Experts have a name for this: decision compression. The time it takes to go from identifying a target to actually striking it has collapsed from weeks or even days down to mere minutes.
And this slide really lays out the two sides of the coin. You've got Anthropic digging in their heels on their safety rules, and then you have OpenAI, who moved so fast they later had to walk it back a bit, admitting the whole thing looked opportunistic. It's two AI giants facing the exact same ethical dilemma and taking wildly different paths.
And, while all this corporate drama and politics is happening, the real-world impact is just devastating. According to Iranian state media, this is the number of people, a lot of them kids, killed in one single missile strike on a school. It's just a brutal reminder of the human cost when warfare gets accelerated by AI.
So you have to ask, what's powering these incredible and frankly terrifying new capabilities? Well, that takes us to the hardware. It's a whole new kind of arms race. So get this, NVIDIA, the undisputed king of AI chips, is making a massive, and until now, secret move. They're building a brand new type of processor. But it's not for training AI, it's for running it. And in doing so, they're trying to solve one of AI's biggest dirty secrets: its insane appetite for energy.
Okay, so here's the difference. Training an AI on a GPU is like sending it to college for 4 years. It takes a ton of power and time. But inference is the AI actually doing its job in the real world, and for that, you need it to be fast and efficient. This new chip, which actually uses tech from a cool startup called Grok, is designed to do exactly that. It's a huge shift from just making AI more powerful to making it smarter and way more efficient.
All right, let's pivot from the global stage and bring all this technology right back home. Because the same kind of power we've been talking about, it is coming directly to the device in your hand. Apple just announced the iPhone 17e, and it's all about what they're calling Apple Intelligence. And this isn't some abstract, nerdy AI. This is super practical stuff. We're talking live translation right in the middle of your phone calls, and AI that can literally look at your screen and answer questions about what's on it. It can screen your calls, and my personal favorite, it can wait on hold for you until a real person finally picks up. Game changer.
And it's not just about making life easier. It's about creativity, too. Over at Elon Musk's company, xAI, they've just given their video tool, Imagine, a serious upgrade. Now you can generate a video, pause it on any frame you like, and just tell the AI to keep the story going from there. The level of creative control is just getting wild.
But for a peek into a future that's, well, a lot weirder, a company called Honor just showed off a concept that asks a pretty radical question.
So, what is a robot phone? Well, you're looking at it. Honor is basically giving the smartphone a body. It has this complex gimbal system that lets it physically move, track you around the room during a video call, and pull off these smooth, cinematic shots all by itself. They're calling it embodied AI, the idea that our devices will interact with the world physically, not just through a glass screen.
So with AI moving this fast, we're talking everything from weapon systems to robot phones. It's absolutely no surprise that governments are scrambling to put up some guardrails.
And a really big move just came out of Vietnam. They've just rolled out the first complete set of laws for AI in all of Southeast Asia. And what's really fascinating here is that it looks a lot like the big AI Act from the EU. It shows you there's this global trend forming around how to regulate this stuff.
So how does it work? Well, they're using a tiered risk system, which is actually pretty smart. For low-risk AI, like your email spam filter, there are hardly any rules. For high-risk stuff, there's going to be very strict oversight. And then, for anything they decide is an unacceptable risk, think non-consensual facial recognition, it's just banned.
outright no-go.
All of this news, the wars, the gadgets, the new laws, it all forces us to ask a much, much bigger question. Are we even thinking about the arrival of AI in the right way?
There's this thought-provoking piece in the Asia Times today that makes a really bold claim. It says we're all waiting for this big Hollywood moment where an AI wakes up and takes over. But we're missing the point. The argument is that superintelligence isn't some event in the future, it's already here.
And here's the logic. Human intelligence is jagged. We're amazing at some things and terrible at others. I mean, a chimpanzee has a better working memory than we do, but that didn't make them the dominant species on Earth, right? The article says true superintelligence isn't about an AI beating us at chess. It's the combination of its new human-like skills, like understanding language, with a computer's classic superhuman abilities, perfect memory, lightning speed, and the ability to work 24/7 without getting tired.
And this is what that combination looks like in the real world today. It's an AI that can read every scientific paper ever published on cancer in an afternoon. It can be a world-class expert in physics and biology at the same time. It can grind away at a complex math proof for weeks without stopping and find a tiny flaw that every human expert missed. This isn't sci-fi. This is happening right now.
So the main takeaway here is that this technology isn't on the horizon anymore. It is actively reshaping our world as we speak, from the way nations fight, to the way we discover new science, to the way we talk to our friends. It's here, and that leaves us with just one really important question. Are we ready for what comes next?